Yeah, sure.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Just give me 1 second.
Sure, take your time, brother.
Yeah, is it okay? I'm audible now?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
you are.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay. So can we start?
Yes, you can start, sir.
All right, all right. So I request everyone's mic to be remained muted till we get finish our session. Okay, all right. So welcome everyone to the class which is organized by Aligarh Sciences to for on the domain of English language, especially the communication English. And I hope it will be a great opportunity for you and me to to grab some glimpses by which we can improve our English. Okay, especially when we unconditionally say the English language, it's all about the speaking, because English is more spoken. I mean, rather than being written, and it has more publicity and it's more popular for being spoken. Okay, so I will try my best to give you more ideas and in the the dimension which I've been went through and which is going to help you out with your language. So we'll be covering a good part of English language. I mean, grammatical sides of language as well. So actually, I have no idea. It wants. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so so first of all, let me give you. Uh, First of all, I really apologize for my inconvenience to open the mic because the place where I located at the moment it's kind of crowded. So I'm really sorry for that. And the second thing, which I would like to share with you is if anybody doesn't understand, if anybody doesn't understand what I'm saying at any point, okay, they are feel free to open the mic and ask me the question. What was that? Okay, I would be pleased or cherished to explain that point. Okay, more clear and crisp. So let's get started. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
You are
Sir,
audible.
you are audible.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you. First of all, all right. So today, we are going to talk about, first of all, let me give you some ideas. Like, there is no secret tips. No, okay, there is no particular areas through which you can improve your language. Hello? I request everyone to be muted to avoid inconvenience and inappropriate behaviors in all the classes. Okay. All right. So we are going to talk about four things that you can do every day to improve your English. Okay, let me start our session with these points. So I try to draw your attention to these points. I hope it's gonna be a great helpful and great assistant for you to improve your language tremendously and drastically, hopefully. And the thing is, I think we can all agree that learning English or learning any language takes time and effort and dedication, as everybody knows. But the most successful language learners, they find a way for their language to become a part of their daily life. Okay. And as well, it just become a habit, like brushing your teeth, as you do every day. And if you want to improve your English practice, should become a daily habit. To help with, I'm going to share 4 things that you can you should be doing every day to improve your English. And yes, I'm suggesting that you do all 4 things every day, but they are not a huge task. Okay. And we are going to talk about how you can make them a bit of fun too. So come check it out. But I share these 4 things that you should be doing every day. Okay, that you have to keep in your mind. So the very first thing on my list is pronunciation. For example, I've been in touch with a lot of native speakers. Okay, I will tell you one thing. Before 6 months, okay, I will just give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Nihal K, and I'm from Kerala. Okay, I enrolled in this Aligarh Muslim University. I mean, in my faculty of arts in Arabic department. Okay, so actually, after if you just look at me, if you looked at my English, you would never see I a proficiency in my English. I wasn't able to say any single word in English before 6 months. So during that COVID pandemic, okay, during the COVID pandemic, everyone were engaged with a lot of steps. Like some were engaged with video games because our educational institutions or job fields, almost everywhere, it was closed, condemned. We weren't able to engage with anything at that time. So people were engaged with a different set of steps. So fortunately, I've been touched with a group, a community. It was a group. It was moderated by a person, a teacher from Saudi Arabia. So I have seen that people are talking very fluently and confidently the English. So that drew my attention, and I also decided to be a great communicator like them. So what I did, I started talking to them. Actually, I never read a book in order to improve my English, but even if you ask me anything, if you just come over me and ask me, sir, and I mean, I don't mean that you have to call me sir. For example, what is the nihal? What is the explanation for that? What is the grammatical position of this word in the sentence? I'm able to give you the answer, and I will tell you. Listen, the learning English, even if you are even right now at the moment, if you're having a level that you can even don't understand, you cannot even able to say any single word. The problem is, as long we are in a aggregation, like we have a different proficiency in English. Some of them are very beginners, and some of them are advanced. Some of them, intermediates. So everyone having different proficiencies. So I say tutor, I have to deal with everyone. So that's why I'm trying to cover, and I'm also trying to make it as easy as possible. Okay. So the first thing is pronunciation. It's okay. You don't have to work on pronunciation as long that you are confined in your country. And what do I mean by, for example, there is a lot of Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any question, please ask me. The first thing we are focusing on here, I will tell you one thing. Actually, within one day, to conveying everything related and associated with a language cannot be possible to imply because we need time. So we are going to imply it with the help of Allah, inshallah, step by step. So the first thing is pronunciation. Pronunciation is really important because when I had a conversation with some native speakers, when I use the word here, which you use for place, and her, the pronoun we use to represent the feminine, like her. I looked at her like, and the name for the location. So I mean, almost it depends. Like they will not understand unless you pronounce it correctly. So what you have to do is you have to work upon your pronunciation as it is. So the best way For example, whenever you learn a new word, okay, whenever you a new word, try to learn it with this exact pronunciation. So I mean, learning pronunciation is not a hard deal for us nowadays because we have a Google. So if you just type let's any words on the Google, it will show you the pronunciation with the explanation as well. And I will tell you one thing: never ever go with dictionary. I mean, dictionary meaning, like one-to-one meaning. Just go for the explanation. For example, a lot, a lot means the copious, a large amount of thing. For example, juice. What is juice? Juice is a cool drink. Don't just go for cool drinks, but instead, there will be an explanation like juice are, uh, and I mean, the juice does not contain alcohol and usually served cool. Okay, so it's like that. So you got a group of, you got a group of phrases. So instead of learning words, try to learn phrases. So it will make a drastical, I mean, it will make a exceptional changes and a phenomenal change in your language. Okay, and pronunciation. Yes, you should be practicing your pronunciation every day, and it's not to try and get rid of your accent, but to make it clear enough that other can comfortably understand you when you speak. Okay, I can't tell you the number of advanced English students I've had ever met, or I've ever had committed with. So we've had amazing grammar and vocabulary skills, but so much trouble communicating because the accent makes it quite challenging for others to understand them. So, of course, all of this affects smooth, positive, comfortable conversation, and depending on where you learn English. Okay, your teacher may not have focused on pronunciation, especially the students from India. The basic problem that we are facing, you can experience by your own. For example, you just go to there are some groups on Telegram. I think you are familiar with the Telegram, right? There's an application called Telegram. So there are a lot of international communities, groups for practicing Telegram, where you can join and try to talk to them. So then you will understand what is your position when you relate your language internationally. I mean, how many people from other countries are able to understand what you're saying, and is your idea conveyed properly as it intended. Okay, so whatever. So I said, our teacher in India may not have focused on pronunciation. It may not have been the priority at the time. You see, if you learn English at school, your teacher's main aim was probably to get you high marks in your exam. Pronunciation was probably not their focus at that time, but in real world, when you are using English to speak with other people, your pronunciation, your fluency, and when you speak, it's so incredibly important. Okay, get into the habit of learning and using the correct pronunciation today, because it's going to save you a lot of headaches and confusion down the track. Plus, practicing your pronunciation every day consistently, it's going to help you to make it noticeable. I will tell you one more thing. I've been complimented on my English just because I am owning. I'm not saying that my accent is pretty great and this and that. But if you have a good accent, you can also fake people. Like, you can actually fake it and make it. There is a quote called "fake it and make it." For example, I've heard from an interview. I was watching I was watching a video on YouTube. So there was a guy who was giving an interview. So he was saying, for example, actually every language has to be spoken as it is. For example, you can easily understand when I speak Hindi, because why? I'm not like good with Hindi language, and it's gonna be my second language, because my first language, which I spoke, is Malayalam. So it will have some influence on my tongue that will reflect on my tongue when I speak Hindi. So you can easily understand, because the way the natives use it, it will be far more different from that of language which I use. I mean Hindi. So the learning exact pronunciation will make a huge difference on your language. It will also give you a good impression on others. Okay. So it's going to help you to make a noticeable improvement in short space of time. So how can you start doing this? I recommend that you learn the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. But the students, but we must be, as a students of learning English, we must be having some basic in English. I mean, we should be able to understand and distinguish between what is verb and what is noun, and what are, I mean, how it's possible, how it's simply possible to understand the basic functions of grammar. So, okay, we must be, I mean, as a students, but actually, if your goal is just to master in speaking, spoken English, actually there is no need of grammar at all, because I never refer a grammar before I start the English. But the more you focus on grammar, it will stop you. But you should having some basic, basic functioning grammar, by which you can at least teach others. Okay, without grammar you can learn, adopt a new language, but you can never teach a language without grammar, because you have how you will start begin with. Okay, what will you tell them? Like you will have no starting point and no conclusion. So whatsoever. If you never heard of it before, I mean IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, uh, you don't. I think you don't know a lot about it. Then watch this. I mean, I will try to share some videos
I
with
have
you.
a question.
What?
Hi, I have one question. Can you please answer?
Yeah. Please, you can ask.
Can you tell me the difference between American English and British English?
Yeah, I will tell you. Actually, there is no far more difference, but there are some difference in accent. You know, the main difference is found in British English and American English. There are a lot of words, like for example, in vocabulary. Okay, in vocabularies, for example, for lift in British English, I mean, different. Like in one language, one of them is it's called lift, but in American it's called elevator. There are some words which far more difference from other than that of English. But actually, both English are same. The structure is almost same. The ways is almost same. I mean, it's like, but they have some like unique usage, and some unique phrases which they use in their other communication. Other than that, English is almost same. There is no that much huge difference between them. But the alphabet, what makes this like languages different is mainly is accent. They have some a difference on the sounds, sounding some vowels like letter R and letter T. Britishers, they I mean, a guy from Britain, he will just stress upon a T. Now they have even in British accent, they have different like glow T and clear T, and yeah, even they have some distinctions and difference among them itself. So English is almost same, no matter which English you follow. But I think, in my opinion, I'm not, able to, make a judgment about this language. But English is far more standard and better, and the most of the great institution, which is known as the fundamental, what can I say, the fundamental institutions of English language are located in Britain. I mean, in UK. So we consider, British English as a standard and more, primal. Yeah, English. Because British English is more polite. The words which you can find in British English are highly recommended and is more demanding. Did you understand?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So yeah, if you have any question, you can ask anytime. You're free to ask. Okay, there is no that much as we think. There's no that much difference. It's like to some extent, I can say
Actually,
the
I have heard like English is just like it's developed from England. It's a language of England, but
yeah
therefore in American they do have another accent, right? So
yeah
I just wanted the basic difference. For example, like as England, it's like
they
English
are
is developed from England, right?
yeah
So
they are
what does
from,
then?
there are some difference on vocabularies. I told you they have I mean they have some individual vocabulary list and accounts. But when it
Uh,
comes to language, in unconditionally, when you notice a language, it is almost same. There is no difference. The same grammar we are using in both language, but they have some. For example, well, just let me give you an example. You know, Arabic language. There are 22 Arab countries, which consider Arabic language is a official language for them. So this, you know, each and every I mean, these 22 countries have a unique their own accent. So not only accent, they have some phrases. For example, we usually the most common and general way to say hello in Arabic is sorry to say how are you is kaifa haluk, but in Egyptian they will say haluk, but in Iraq they will say shukmaku, but in if you go to another like Middle East they will say in a different way. So it means I mean, this. So you will ask, so is it? So don't you think the words are different? So don't you think it's a different language? No, actually, there were a lot of words are adopted and transmitted and inherited from the invasion. Actually, you know, the Arab countries were under the invasion and British Empire and different European countries. So due to this, interference, there are some interference in languages as well as we have in Hindi, as we have in all language. Like they are after the invasion of Arabs and British Empire. They. I mean, here it's awkward, like swapping some words, like intermixing some words. We have in Hindi itself. Language is almost same. Is it clear?
Yeah, actually, in my resume, I have mentioned my skills like language preferences, American English. So on this point of, I just was asking like the difference basics. If they're gonna ask me in interview, so just for my knowledge, I ask you this question. Yeah.
Actually, there is no American English. In fact, for a matter of fact, there is no American English and British English. They are mostly differ in accent. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. So, okay, let's get back to our talks. So another great way to practice your pronunciation is with a limit. With limited. Always try to optimize your practice. I mean, for example, from the very beginning when I try to learn English, I've been following a lot of multitudes of group and channels and this and that, but I wasn't consistent. My study was so dispersed and it was so diverted, so I could not focus on one point. So I was just going here and there, and finally every endeavors means every efforts which I raised remain futile. Futile means unsuccessful. Okay. So never let yourself to commit such a failure. Okay. So always try to be confined on one thing and believe in yourself and just keep doing it. No matter how slow you walk, unless you are not stopping. So the important thing is just keep walking. And never, and one more thing, when I came here in Aligarh for the first time, I told you, actually, I had gained, before I come to Aligarh, a confidence to speak in English. So most of the people who come around me, who come across me, they're always trying to communicate with in English itself. And still, I have some people from UP and other, states of northern India have approaching me and accompanying me to improve their English. Just because maybe they are shy, they are shy to speak with their friends because they will mock at them, they will tease them. You know Hindi, then why you use Hindi? Sorry, you know Hindi, then why you use English? You should speak in Hindi itself. Yeah, it's like the people have a different perspective, so never give up yourself. So okay, so let me continue my. So for example, yeah, I will tell you there is one more thing, which will make a huge difference. And also listen, you know your loopholes, you know your drawbacks, you know where you are weak better than anyone. Okay, you know yourself better than anyone else does. So according to your weakness, according to your drawback, according to your loopholes, you have to work on it and you have to improve that particular point. For me, I'm better with listening. I can understand the things, I can grasp over the things, I can acquire the things better with listening. So that's why maybe that's why that was the reason behind me being fluent in English. I mean, to be fluent in English by talking, because I listened a lot, and yeah, I also prefer listening to acquire knowledge and to learn something new skills, and yeah, and so on. So I will give you an idea, like make a recordings of yourself and compare it to like compare it to your English to like other good. I mean, you just record yourself every day and compare each one with the previous one, so you will understand how you are growing up. It will take time, and the good things take time. So don't hurry. You have to keep working on it, and yeah, the important thing is, especially in language, is consistency. Without consistency, no, nothing could happen. For example, I was trying a lot. From the very beginning when I joined this kind of conversations, I was saying just simple words like hello, how are you, how are you doing, like, and I will keep muted myself. I will just stop talking, and I felt so embraced. Sorry, I felt so embarrassed, like when somebody has asked me any questions, because I wasn't able to answer. So what I did, the trick which I used to keep, remaining silent. Okay, remain silent, and eventually, ultimately, I try to increase the words which I speak. For example, the next day, uh, I started saying like, "How are you? What's your name? Do you work or do you study?" That was my starting point. So it is like this. When you are making a step ahead, yeah, like slowly it will, yeah, if you can reach a place, you must be there. You should be reaching there, and always try to motivate and inspire yourself, and try to identify some of the mistake that you're making with your pronunciation, and always improving it. Okay, for example, in English, people say like, there was a word which we make. I will tell you later, okay, because it doesn't come to my mind right now. So try to identify some of the mistake that you're making, as I mentioned, and with your pronunciation. I will add a link to my preference of some videos which will help you to improve this part. So you can also simply read out loud to improve your pronunciation. So doing this every day will help your mouth muscle to get working and creating English sounds and get more comfortable doing it. Okay, and it is simple as that, and it doesn't need to take long. Just 5 or 10 minutes a day is plenty. Okay, just make sure you are doing it consistently. Consistency is more important. It's more important than everything else. No matter how much you mistake, the more you commit mistake, the perfect you become. Okay, the better you become in in anything. So you could even do it by singing English songs, create an opportunity to absorb. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yeah, actually, I just want to know, could you please share the roadmap how we begin with, like, what all we have to do so that in order to get the fluency, like
Yeah, yeah.
you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I will tell you. I'm going to tell you one thing. Yeah, actually, brother, do you know one thing? Some of us, no matter how old you are, okay, the first thing, never ever think that I'm late. I'm late now because I learned English within 6 months. And without any help, never joined any course. I never, consulted any teacher to improve my English. I never read a book. So what you all have to do is do everything in a fun way, like whatever you like. Do you like reading? Do you like listening to music? Uh, for example, I never feel satisfied with a song which I don't understand the lyrics. So for example, I used to sing a lot of English songs. For example, there is a song, um, let me down slowly. I think you might hear it.
yeah,
You might hear
I,
it, right? Yeah, let
yeah,
me
I
down
got.
slowly. So from this word, let me down slowly, I got a phrase. So, you got a phrase like let me down slowly. So you just take this word and you can just shuffle it, the words, and it will give you different meaning. Let me down slowly, let me go slowly, let me walk slowly, let me speak slowly. From just one word, you almost got like 100 alternative ways of speaking. And don't throw me out. Just one song. If you have a cognitive mindset, and even from one song, you can make a huge conversation. Do you know that? The most important thing, if you want to be fluent in English, is listening. You have to listen a lot. And one more thing, there was a part that I never knew I was making mistake because I always listen to people to answer, not to listen, like not to understand, not to know, not to learn. Always listen to understand. Always listen to learn. Like listen to their words. Just don't wait for your opportunity to grab and speak up. Listen, 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 listen. Listen to
Uh,
improve. Yeah,
Actually, I have been doing this for very long, but didn't get that much effective, I mean,
maybe
outcome. So, what
I
would be
think you're.
your for the,
Okay. Can you share with
yeah?
us the things which you are doing? You just let me know what are the things that you're doing to improve your English in order to improve your English.
Actually, I just go on YouTube and watch a video. After watching that, I write it up on my phone.
I
After that, I
request you
just
to find a quiet place because I'm not hearing you properly. There's a lot of noise.
But only listening are important rather than reading or writing is not important to improve English. Only
Listen,
listening
listen.
is important.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me ask you one thing. What's your a Hindi speaker, right? Your mother tongue is Hindi, isn't it? Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, yes, Hindi tongue.
Yeah. So how did you learn your language? When you born into the like cradle, did your mom tell you to write down your name? And did your mom tell you to write down the mama on a slate or a book? And did she tell you to spell it? Mama, mama, mama. Is that how did you started calling your mom? No, I mean the most of the students when they are born, a newborn child, how did she or he start calling her parents' name, like mama or papa? Is
By
it by
listening them.
reading, reading or writing? Huh?
By listening. By listening.
Yeah, listening communication. So actually, I'll tell you the most ultimate goal of any language is speaking, to convey the idea from the source language to the target language. When there is communication between two languages, and the people are from two domains of language. So what I'm telling you is, if you want to improve your speaking, listening is the best way. There is nothing better than listening in order to improve your spoken English skills. And for example, when you watch a movie, I will tell you one thing, which is gonna frustrate you. I don't know. For example, there is a movie, and it's in British. No matter, okay, you just don't care about the people. The all everything you need that. You need to grab it. People will mock at you when you are, making some noise. People will mock at you when you are making mistakes. But at the end, you'll be the only person. You'll be the person who is, happy, and who is pleasure, and who is cherished to embrace the ultimate success that you achieved. You'll be so happy. So for to reach and to approach that destination, never give up. For example, there will be some movie comments, movie dialogues. You can follow them, like you can imitate them from a movie. If you're gonna repeat that one more time and just gonna pull over this bullet away, I mean, on your head, like the movie. You can also try to imitate the movie dialogues, but among us, some people who who learned English gradually. I mean, academically. I mean, they are really good. They know the basic principles of language. They know grammar. They know what is tenses. That they will, if you ask them, what is the present continuous? Let me give you a simple example. Okay, can anybody respond to me? Hello, anyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you one more thing. You have to be confident. You have to be interactive. Okay, make noise, make mistakes. You must be confident to make no mistakes. Okay, okay, all right. So let me ask you one thing. Okay, do you know what is the difference between simple simple past and present perfect? For example, what is the difference between, for you, if I say, my father came to home, my father has come to home? I mean, what do you understand, and what is the difference? It sounds to you. How do you differ? How do you distinguish between simple past and present perfect? I mean, a lot of people among us are confused with this kind of tiny mistakes, and tiny, doubts, confusion. Do you know?
Perfect means the work has already been done, and
No, 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 no. I'm asking. Okay, I know you know that. I know you know that, because when I ask you what is oxygen, sorry, what is water, as a student of chemistry, you can say it's a combination of two oxygen atoms. Sorry, one hydrogen atom and two oxygen atom. No, no, I don't mean. I don't mean water is H2O. I mean, what do you know? What I mean, for example, what is H2O? It's a water molecule. The chemical formula of a water molecule is H2O. It is like that. What do you know? How can you distinguish? What is the difference between my father came to my home, my father has come to my home? What is the difference in meaning?
Sir, may I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, it is the slightly differentiate of time. In simple past, my father has come. My father came means when came, don't know. And in the sentence, my father has come means my father
Mhm.
has come recently. In present time.
No, no, no. Actually, I will tell you, when I say the father has come, okay, it means recently, but I can also mean the recent time by saying my father came. But that's not the main difference. That you said it right. The things you said, which is related to this time, but that's not the main difference here. Hmm? What else? Does anybody have any alternative answer? You can say anything.
Sir,
Our
can you
platform is.
please pardon the question?
My question is, what is the difference when I say my father came to my house, and between my father came to my house, my father has come to my house? I need to know your answer. Never answer for like. I hope you understand. Just I want to know what you know and what you understand by that. Okay, I will change the question again. The same thing, but I will ask in different way. What does it mean? I lost my purse. I lost my purse, and I have lost my purse. I have lost my purse, and I lost my purse. What is the difference?
Sir, in I have lost my purse means I have recently lost my purse. Current
No,
time.
no, 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 no,
No.
no, no. I can also say I lost my purse, and intending like the recent time. I will tell you. So let me give you the answer.
I have,
It,
I have,
it's all about yes, yes, please.
no, sir, continue, please.
No, no, no. You just say. Actually, this platform you are free to talk. Yeah, go ahead.
I lost my purse. This is past indefinite tense, and I have lost my purse. It is past perfect tense.
Yeah, no, I don't mean. I know you know the difference in terms. In I don't mean to title it. I don't mean the grammatical perspectives. I'm asking what does it mean? What is the difference in meaning? But if the both have same meaning, then why there are two words, two words to use? There could be one. Why they split it into two? So let me give you the answer. Okay?
May I?
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
These words are called phonetics.
Okay. Is that your answer?
Phonetics.
Phonetic? How? I think she's left. Okay, I'm going.
Phonetics words.
What is phonetic words? I did not understand. May I know what do you mean by phonetics words? Phonetic is a branch of linguistic study of sounds.
Yes.
But I think you misunderstood. I will give you the answer. When I say I lost my purse and I say I've lost my purse, it means when I say I lost my purse, it might happen anytime. It's not specific. Anytime. For example, just 2 minutes ago, or just 2 years ago, or 100 years ago. Okay, any losing of my purse that occurred in the past, I can use simple past. Okay, but when I say I've lost my purse, it means the missing of that purse is happened in the past, but it has never got back. The missing is still remaining. The result of missing is still remaining. For example, when I say I lost my purse, maybe it had lost, but it got back. It might got back. But when I say I've lost my purse, it means I lost my purse like in the past, but it never got back. The result is still remaining. For example, where the difference between my father came to my house, it means my father, he been home. He has come back to home from somewhere, and maybe he came somewhere else. Now he's not home. Maybe he came and went away, and he came again. He went away again. It could. There was a lot of other things that happened already. But when I say my father has come home, it means my father came to house, but he did not live after. But he's still remaining host. The result is still remaining. The result of his present is still remaining. He has come to the house, but still is in the house. Do you understand? So when a thing is happened in the past and the result is still remaining, you can use the present perfect. If person is missing, for example, in the case of missing a person, you cannot say a person missed. A person is missed. A person has been missed. You got it? Hello,
Yes,
do
sir.
you understand what I said? I wish, I actually, from the core of my heart, I wished if I could speak Hindi, that I could convey the idea more better. But actually, unfortunately, I don't speak Hindi. So
I
whatever.
understood, sir.
Yeah, okay. So if you understand, can you explain to everyone in Hindi? If it's okay for you? Okay. All right. So am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you're
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
And you need to have a huge patience. Okay. Because I was stepped out, you stepped up from stepped up to English from zero. I had a zero proficiency in English. I had no idea of what is English and how it's spoken and how it's written and how it's dealt with. So yes, yes, please. Okay. So always try to create one opportunity to absorb English every day. Like you can listen to podcast. There's a lot of profound of podcast available in YouTube and in channels where you can access to and listen to English every day. And to observe is take in information. So you are like a sponge soaking things up, taking in new ideas, new words, new ways of expressing yourself. And you can do this in lots of different ways, so many ways. Let me give you an example. For example, when you learn a new word, try to replace it. Sorry, when you learn a new word, try to replace the old one by new.
Yeah.
For example, yes, yes. Do you want to say something? Okay. So yeah, so many ways, like listening to a podcast or an audiobook. You could watch an English movie or any video on YouTube, read a book or a blog spot. In fact, you probably want to mix this up during the week, right? To keep things interesting, a podcast on Monday, read a book on Thursday, like whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat mean whatever possible for you. This is a word. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat, I mean whatever possible for you, whatever you can. Using whatever you can. Like whatever is possible for you. So we are using whatever floats your boat. So now again, it doesn't have to be a huge time-consuming task, but it's worth spending some time. I mean, for example, I would tell you when you start deciding to, for example, after listening to this class, you're going to study, and you started, constructed like a ardent passion in your heart, and you're going to start begin with learning English. But for example, don't ever, never ever push yourself beyond your ability, beyond your, caliber. For example, you just, if you can keep at 10 minutes every day, if you can consume 10 minutes every day on English, that's better than you are decided to practice 1 hour every day and you just stopped doing it after three couple of days. It's better to do like 10 minutes and keep doing it. So consistency it's really effective, and it will determine your the upcomings and results. So it must be stuff that is interesting for you. If you are into football or you love makeup tutorials or romance novels or soap operas, if you love the ideas of sailing around the world, I've been watching a YouTube channel called Sailing La Vagabonde, and they vlog about their life sailing around the world on a yacht. In fact, you are interested, I've added some things like some glimpses. But the point is, find something that interests you and excites you, because you need to look forward to doing it every single day. It shouldn't feel like you are doing English practice. And I will tell you one more thing. If you want to really acquire the English very naturally, don't go for the stuff which is designed for English learning, because English, the things which are prepared for English learning, it's fabricated. The fabricated things will never give you the naturality. It has lost its originality. So what you have to do is just pursue the natural things. For example, just directly go to the English news channels and try to watch the stories, not the stories which are written for learning English, but the stories which are written in literature. Just go and read it. Something is written in its literature, I mean in English literature. And yeah, to absorb English, so it could be on the bus on your way to work or while you are eating breakfast. I've always found that attaching an activity to task helps you to make it part of your routine. And while you are doing it, just keep a notebook handy so that you can write down expressions. Or actually, I'm talking about the serious learners, okay? Like new words which you can look up and check later on. Simple as that, writing every day has some amazing benefits. But before I talk about that, I want to make it clear. I'm not talking about writing an essay, okay? I'm just talking about writing a few thoughts or a few ideas down. It only has to take a few minutes, and nobody ever has to
Sir,
see it. Yes?
hello, sir. Sir, may
Yeah,
I have
yes,
one
yes.
question?
Yeah, please ask me.
Sir, uh, sir, you are speaking in English. Sir, many of us are here learners. So what you are speaking, that is too fast. We are unable to capture it.
Okay,
So
okay. Yeah,
can
I
you
will.
describe in PPT or use another language to describe or to
Yeah,
communicate with us?
yes, sure, sure,
In
sure.
PPT, sir, PPT will in PPT we will able to see that what you are saying.
Yeah, listen, actually, I don't have any written things to show you because I'm making this sentence by my own. And but I will try to organize the stuffs. Yeah, from the next class, inshallah, the very next class we are going to have. Sorry, the very next class we are going to have further. I will try to organize this stuff because I there is nothing scripted. So I don't know. I mean, what should I show you on PPT or on the screen? The next time I will do
Okay, sir.
definitely
Thank
do
you.
it. Yeah, the next time, inshallah, the
Okay,
class
sir.
will be
Thank
more
you, sir.
fit. Yeah, okay. You're welcome. Okay, next time I will definitely consider your request, okay? Yeah, as learners, yeah, you will definitely face some problems when you are listening to. Yeah, we will cover some, the basic parts of grammar in a really, effective and really improving way. Okay, we will definitely follow after that. I really consider, but it's just a introduction to all class. That's what do I mean by executing this session. So we'll be simply and we'll be like slowly and eventually following after every single parts. But we need time. All we need is time. So it also is a time taking process, and I did not organize everything, unfortunately, because as you know, I am also engaged with some stuffs, but I'm trying to give you my best. Okay, we will be covering the grammar sides most effectively, and we'll be working out. But the thing is, every single person who is listening to my voice have to interact here, no matter what they know and don't. Okay, you are free here to make any type of mistakes. You are free here to say anything that you want. Okay, so we have to make it an interactive section, and it will consider as a forum that you can use your English. So, so yes, do you want to say something?
Sure,
Okay,
sir. We will interact you. Mhm.
yeah, sure. We will make it more interesting. So it's our first conversation. From the next inshallah, it's gonna be more interactive. I will organize it and let me make a perfect and well defined plan. And inshallah, I'll be come up with some interesting thing for you for the next section. I know I told you, no matter, like, never be desperate, never be disappointed. Just be positive and never drop out. Like, no matter what you're doing, for example, even if you consume 1 minute, if you can do it consistently, I promise you, I challenge you, within 1 month, within 2 months, you will see a huge difference. Thing, the thing you have to do is be consistent, no matter what it is. Just be consistent. Without consistency, no, there is nothing you can accomplish. There is nothing you can, build up. There is nothing you can, expect from you, and also demand more from you. Demand every day. Every day when you wake up, you just demand the better, demand the best. Did I do enough? Is it enough? The things which I did, is it enough? No, no, no. Do more. Do we just always demand the best from you? Okay. So I was telling you, yeah, doing this kind of steps, it will help your vocabulary to stick. Writing is one of the best way to recall. Okay. I mean, you may ask, how does the writing work in my language? It will help you to recall the stuffs, new words and expression that you've come across. When so many of students have asked me, what is the best way to remember vocabulary? This is my recommendation. Like, as you're reading or watching TV shows or books, you come across new ideas and words, and you write them down. But then you start to use them yourself. Like, you think of sentences and your ideas about how to use these words. That way you are producing your own sentences, like, rather than just listening to other people's, and it helps just stick in your mind. And you can also review your own work, like, once you finished writing, leave it for a few days, and a few weeks, come back to it, see if you can make any improvements, or if you can use a, like, something like to look up synonyms and replace of some words with more advanced ones. For example, a lot. A lot means a huge number of something. So, copious. C-O-P, I forgot the letters, like C-O-P-I-O-U-S, copious. It means it has the same meaning as the a lot does. Almost have the same meaning. The same meaning as allows does. Allows has. Copious. For example, when you learn this word, like new word, copious, try to replace the a lot with or by copious. So never ever say a lot of books. Just say copious books, copious people. I've seen copious people in the university lawn today. And yes, like, try to replace the old one with new one.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the right way to search a meaning of word, through dictionary or by other source?
Actually, I
Sir,
suggest you, there is a,
dictionary have a different meanings of a single word. So which is
yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, I will tell you. To understand,
Please turn off your mic.
yeah, I understand. This is a major problem that we are facing. For example, some words we have, multitudes of meanings. Okay, okay. So yeah, the problem that you said, I also face the same problem. So to understand, it depends the context. Okay, every mean doesn't make the same meaning in every context. It depends on the context. So how we can grab the context, how we can master on context, how we can interpret whether this it has the primary meaning or the secondary meaning or tertiary meaning. How will we distinguish? The only way to understand is reading. Read a lot. Reading is the best way to improve your English. I did not mean this for speaking. Okay, speaking, you can only, it can be only done by speaking itself, because speaking is it's not a knowledge. Knowledge is something that you can acquire by reading, listening, or doing other stuff, and so on. But speaking, it's a skill. Skill has to be acquired by efforts and practice. Okay, hope you understand the difference between knowledge and skill. So, reading books, that's the best way to understand the meaning, the changes in meaning that will occur while we are talking. Some words have different, a lot of meanings. So how will we understand? How will we master on these differences? By reading. Read a lot. Read whatever comes to your mind. So I suggest you to read, uh, like, whatever you like, read it. Okay. So
Novels,
yeah,
poetry.
novel. Yeah, some people are really frustrated with poetry. They don't like it. It pisses them off. It sometimes frustrated them. So whatever you like, it doesn't matter. Whatever you like, just go and read it. Just jump into reading it. So
Okay.
these are just few ideas, but getting into a
Expression
daily
also the expression also change the meaning of word.
expressions also change.
Also,
No, the
the
context. I said context.
okay.
Yeah. Expressions, I will tell you, expressions often is a group of words which are used as phrases. Okay. That's why what we call expressions. And I don't mean the face expressions, okay, the gestures or something. I mean the expressions in spoken English. It means it's the words. For example, um, I hope you understand. So these are just few ideas, but getting into a daily writing practice creates so many opportunities for you to apply what you've learned or what you've seen or what you've experienced in English. So, okay. And I will tell you one more thing. There are a lot of communities, okay, like English practicing communities where you can access to free practice. You can talk with the people around the world, where you will find people from your US itself, where you will find the people from UK, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Europe, Asia, Africa, America, from different continents. So try to grab this opportunity. I will suggest you some groups and links. Yeah, by time. Okay. So what else? I have. Yes. Anything?
No.
Oh, we already passed our time. The thing is, I did not organize the stuffs. That was the problem which I really made. I should have. I should have organized the stuff. That's why I could not tell everything. Whatever I wanted. That was the problem. The next time, we will be covering the grammar parts and all of stuff. But at
Sir,
least you
give
Okay,
got.
us
sir.
sir, give us the 5 or two words.
Okay, you want to know new 2 words.
Yeah.
Do you remember the word which I said? Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Should I write it?
Sir, can you repeat it?
Yeah, I will write it down. Yeah, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when something floats your boat, it means whatever is possible for you to do, to access. To do something using whatever floats your boat. Do it by whatever floats your boat. It means whatever possible for you, whatever suits you, whatever Do you understand? So you can
Yes, sir.
just
Yes.
recall it.
Something
Yeah, what
positive.
else floats your boat? Yeah, it actually it's more advanced. It's it's a bit advanced word to use.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And in the upcoming classes we'll be dealing with let me give you some steps. But I'm trying to remember. I did not organized. Yeah, I think when we have a problem like with vocabulary, when we cannot understand, like when we can understand people, when it comes to talking, you have all of the questions in your head. Like, is she going to hate me for my accent? Is she going to notice that I used incorrect tense? Is that native speaker gonna laugh at my words, at my vocabulary? Like, okay, just leave that part. So, do you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think always the time is very over, and you people will be so. I think hurry now to conclude the session. I think, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
I mean, actually, I'm really sorry. I mean, I'm giving an opportunity to ask you anybody. Just ask me any questions if you have. Do you have any questions? You are free to ask anything. Yeah. One brother, he said I'm talking too fast. I will try to reduce the speed of my talking. I'll try to make it, a comfortable pace.
Sir, can I speak in Hindi?
But I don't understand. You must be having a translator. You can ask, no problem. But I need translator.
सर एक वो होता
Yeah.
है ना कि जिसको लगता है कि हाँ जो लगे कि बोल रहा है तो सुनते में अच्छा लगता है उस तरीके की इंग्लिश किस तरीके से डेवलप होती है एक होता है ना मीठा बोलना जो बोलते हैं जिसको
Wow, wonderful. But I did not understand what she said.
So she is saying that how can we speak impressive English?
Impressive English.
Frequent manner.
Okay. Yeah, I told you there is no secret tips. For example, how to like I forgot that word. Do you know how to fly a fly? How ask me how to fly a aircraft? What is the answer? You must be having authority to fly a pilot. You must be having a certificate of pilot. But you can only fly a flight. So there is no secret tips. The thing is,
important
and that there is no like instant proficiency or improvement is possible. Everything takes time. So keep working on it. Keep doing it. No matter, I told you from the very beginning that just mark my point. No matter how slow you walk until you're not stopping, you will definitely reach there and do it more effectively. I told you we'll be discussing. I have some good plans for you that we'll be discussing the tenses. Tenses is more important. Okay, the first grammar part I ever dealt with was tenses. Tenses really important. We'll be discussing tenses in a great way, in a good way. I'm trying to use some very simple words that people who are in beginners, they can also grasp over my words. If any word I use, if you don't understand the meaning
Sir.
of, please ask me. Yeah.
Sir, sir, you are speaking too fast and you are speaking better English. So how we don't know is to speak better, sir. Then how we'll able to reach at from basic to at highest level? How we will able to reach, sir? Because you are only speaking, sir, and you are speaking very fast.
Oh my
Sir,
God,
from
you're
tomorrow
speaking.
onwards, if you will,
Yes, yes, yes.
if you would have
You're speaking.
used PPT, then we.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
sir, it's
From
just my.
I understand, brother.
No, sir,
Actually, you
it's
talk
just my.
suggestion. Your suggestion,
I
right?
think bhai you are faster than sir.
No, sir. I want to. I am just communicating, sir. But that I learn from whatever I learn. What I am speaking, that I learn from general student from speaking to them.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Is your name Matlab? You said something Matlab.
Means.
Matlab means
Sir
means.
means. It means.
Oh, means. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
Sir,
Oh,
if you
sorry.
will
So may I
Sorry.
use
ask,
PPT, then it
are you
will help
from?
a lot, sir.
Yeah, I understand, brother. Actually, you talk better than I do. It's like I feel like it's
No, sir.
you're
That is just practice. I want to
no, you
improve
talk
more.
better than
That's
I do.
why I am here.
Okay, I understand. Actually, listen to me. I face the same problem. You listen. One more thing. You always be with the people who are
Yes,
better in English. Just stick with the
yes, sir.
people who are better than you. They are far more better than you in English. Just ensure never ever practice with the people who are at your same wavelength. It will never help you out. For sure, there will be some sufferings. There will be some effort that you have to make in from the very first place. I mean, in at the very first place, you'll be facing some problems to understand what they are saying. You'll be facing some problem with their speed or speaking. But trust me, eventually, I don't speak. So, hello. So I
Okay,
don't have
sir.
to tell you that ultimately you will achieve a huge result.
Inshallah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
brother.
sir.
Actually, I really appreciate your effort. Yeah, I wish you all the best and every correspondence towards your effort you're making. I hope you're gonna be a great speaker and in English and
Excuse
great
me, sir.
Thank you, sir.
communicator.
Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Anything else?
Yes,
Any
sir.
question?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, my question is many developed countries in the world like China, Japan,
Hmm.
German, sir, they preserve their own languages and cultures and everything, and even don't like to speak English or learn it. Then why we Indians so facing difficulties after we learned it?
Actually, I will never agree with your statement. What I experienced from the platform which I interfere, which I interact with. They are the amount of the people who are interacting on online platforms, which we don't know, which we have no idea of. They are, it's more. I mean, they are Japanese. Like they are people from Japan, and the people from other countries, not our Indians. Indians are recently uh, you know, got into like profoundly. Before that, there was I will tell you one thing. There was a student. Her name was Ella. She was from Uzbekistan, and she was speaking English. I thought she was a native from the first place, but she was just studying at 10th class. A 10th class students owning such a trampling and immaculate English. I got astonished. Don't think that I know a lot of Japanese that are still practicing English over there. But I will tell you why we are tramping over, why we are concerning about English, just because English is a language by you can use it as a weapon. Like English is the most demanding language, and is a most spoken language by which you can access to all kind of facilities. Yeah, that's why you are just backing up the English. It doesn't mean that English is the most, in terms of culture or in terms of other things which represents the nation or something. No, it does not have any superiority. But in terms of everything that you're pursuing at the current world, English is demanding. It's highly required. A person who is having English considered as more knowledgeable, and and more primal and prestigious. Yes. Yeah, brother.
So I have one question. I
Yes,
raised
please.
my hand here
Yes.
because you said that
Actually,
you would be dealing with tenses. Um, I think so tenses are being already dealt with. I mean, we've been taught tenses.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
ever
yes,
since
yes.
school was itself.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yes.
So I mean, I think because we've gotten a chance to being taught by you, so I mean, I think it's a very nice opportunity because from that way we can improve our listening skills and speaking
Mm-hmm.
skills via practicality. I mean, you can interaction get through. I mean, we can develop these skills rather than just by tenses, just dictating and then studying. The books have already been done that. So I mean,
Yeah, I
tenses.
understand. But there are some people who are not capable to even make the the basic statements in English. For example, if they want to say something, that is very basic. They don't know how to make it, and don't know which phrase should they put first. And as I said before, they don't know how to make this kind of simple words and usage and expressions.
So in the beginning, you were as we were teaching a bit of thesaurus. You were saying some words and then the synonyms of that, like copious and such. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that was a bit helpful. I mean, to go back like we used to and study tenses, I think it will just
Mm-hmm.
disregard all the opportunity we could get while from studying from you.
Yeah, I understand, but you're always speaking better English. I think you have a considerable fluency in English. But just look at the case of the people who are beginner or less than that, or below that, below average. For them, I think it's kind of difficult for them to step into like intermediate or above. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to reduce the stress and the pace. I'm always trying to not elevate the pace of our class. That can everyone can follow after us.
Yeah.
Anyone have any question? Just free to ask. Yeah, I understand you. I will definitely. I can. It's a fast interaction. So out of the feedbacks, I will draw a structure and I will try to make a plan. Hopefully, inshallah. Just put your feedbacks that we can make it more better in coming days.
So can we
Sure.
can I make one suggestion? I mean, can the if you will make structure, can it will it be based on practicality? I think that will be very helpful. I mean,
Yes,
it will be
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I will never teach you as teachers do.
okay. Well, thank you. That was
Yes.
helpful.
Anyone else?
So use idioms for because I think using idioms in English adds color and play to your language skills. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people have different suggestions, but we have to consider everything. I really appreciate your point. Anyone else? Anything you have on your mind, just spit it here. And I will also try to make it interactive, that you can improve your, for example, what do I mean by practicality? We'll be dealing with the grammar at the same time. Yeah, I will make it on like practically, systematically. We'll be conducting the classes practically, inshallah. It's our first beginning, session, so I'm trying to figure it out on what should I, focus on. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone else? That's why I'm just taking more time to know.
Sir, currently are you in Aligarh?
Yeah, I'm currently living in Aligarh, brother.
Sir, in campus?
Yeah, in campus. I mean, do you have any particular questions? Like, for example, the thing which you're doing, do you have any concerns about that? So sir, I mean, for example, sir, the thing which I'm doing right now, is it right or wrong? Like something like that? Or do you want to know anything, any errors or any mistakes, any particular matters? Something related to the grammar? Sorry, not grammar, something related to English. Yeah, synonyms. Yeah, we'll be dealing the vocabularies. Yeah, I will be providing you from the next class. Each and every class, I'll be providing you 10, a couple of, vocabularies, new vocabularies, and most advanced and most used in English. Definitely, I consider that.
Thank you so much, sir, for
I
giving
will
your
also,
precious time.
thank you. And I will also try to affix the PPT facility here, because I'm not familiar with this platform like Zoom. And let me get to know, fetch more information about how to facilitate this, settings. I will be here. Learn as beginners we can, demand specifically vocabulary synonyms like you told us for a lot. Okay. Anything else? I think some people they are shy to ask. So admin is he here?
Yes,
Sir,
Nihal.
Hello?
I'm here.
So
Nihal.
if you have, just ask them. I think there'll be some people they want to say something, maybe they are shy. So can you just ask them in Hindi if anybody has any sort of questions?
अगर किसी हजरात को कुछ सवाल पूछना हो तो वो पूछ सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं या मैसेज कर सकते हैं बॉक्स में.
And also tell them, out of the feedback which I received from this session, I'll be trying to consider all of them, and we will be making a more perfect schedule and a more defined class structure. Can you just tell them in Hindi itself?
Okay, sure, of course I can. अभी हम लोग इंशाल्लाह रहमान अब हम लोग आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे चीज़ों को और अच्छे से हम लोग पूरा प्लान करेंगे इवेंट को, किस तरह से क्या करना है आपको अच्छे से समझ में आएगा आने वाले वक्त में. अभी ये पहली क्लास है आज हम लोगों की, तो अभी हम लोगों ने खाली इंटरेक्टिव सेशन है. हो सकता है आप लोगों को समझ में आया होगा कुछ ना कुछ, और आने वाले वक्त में आप और भी अच्छे से सीख सकते हैं. अगर आप लोग हम लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करेंगे स्पीकर के साथ तो आपको और अच्छे से सीखने के लिए मिलेगा. तो इसलिए शर्माने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप अपनी बात कहिए जिस भी अल्फाज में आप कह सकते हैं. अगर आपको शर्म आ रही है तो आप अपना नाम चेंज करिए, यूज़र नेम, तो आप अपनी बात करिए, बोलिए. लेकिन ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म आप हम लोगों ने आपको दिया है बोलने के लिए दिया है, तो आप लोग अपनी बात रखिए, बोलिए, बोलना सीखिए. जब आप बोलना सीखेंगे जब भी आप कुछ ना कुछ बोल पाएंगे. We can do one thing, Nihal. Just you can mention the name as per the user list.
Okay.
And maybe they can speak. Like first user is Aisha Khan. Aisha Khan, are you there? Aisha Khan, क्या आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं? Aisha Fatma, are you there? Would you like to speak in English? Just you can tell me about yourself if you want. Just try to speak in English. Or you can change your username and you can speak then. No one will see you the name.
Next time,
Anam?
moreover, we will be making it as interactive sessions rather than be a class.
Sure. Oh, sure. We will do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have to conclude now this session.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time and this interactive session. Really.
Sir, I have a question. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
you give me a new word. Whatever floats your boat. Sir, in which situation I use this?
I mean, for example, I mean, I told you practice every day, whatever floats your boat. It means when you say practice your English using whatever floats your boat, it means using whatever possible for you. I mean, whatever like floats your boat, it means it depends on the word which you used before it. Like when I say practicing English, it means something related to English. The things which is related, associated with the English. You know,
आरती सिंगला को जानता है आरती सिंगला उसकी क्या पूजा करनी है भाई आरती सिंगला को जानते हैं आप
just anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, so I think within this we are concluding. And next time, I don't feel shy. Okay, the thing is, you have to make mistakes. I give you a suggestion, and I request you to make mistakes. Just please make mistake. If you want to improve yourself, if you want to demand better version of yourself, you have to make mistakes. Never ever hesitate to commit mistakes. The more I told you, the more you commit mistakes, the better you become in your anything, no matter. So because you will never know what is your drawback unless you expose it to others, and if because uh, understanding others mistake is really easier. I mean, it's so easy than understanding our mistakes. Okay, we can easily catch up and figure out and understand others mistakes. So we have to interact with others, and also when we hear something that we never knew from others, try to copy it. When you hear a word or phrase or any new vocabulary, just try to copy it and take it into account, and take advantage of it. So I think from the next class, we will be making some progress and improvement on in this session. So till then, stay tuned. Thank you. Thank you for everyone. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. So admin,
Yeah, of
I
course
think
we
you can conclude the session. I think.
Thank you,
no
sir.
need for anything. Just you can. I think tomorrow we will start this session again 9 p.m.
Yes, I'll be I'll be a bit cherished. I really like the people who are interested in language. I'll be so happy to help anybody at any time. Okay, so any question you can ask me anytime.
Sure, sir. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you, dear.
So I